Good morning, y'all. Hope y'all are all doing well. I'm sitting here with the front door open and the uh, plantation blinds open on those windows where I can see out the front. Um, I got up this morning, took the pups out to go potty, and it was like it got down to like 45 degrees last night, somewhere around there. Um, it is 65 degrees now, and it's supposed to be 75 today. So this oversized, heavy Sherpa, reversible Sherpa thingy will probably come off in the next hour. Um, we are going to take a look again at Amy's life journey, where she was scammed by Medfast or something. I'm not sure exactly. I've not watched it yet. Y'all, I wish I could see the daffodils out in our front yard. They are so pretty right now. They still haven't died off. Some have died because some bloomed earlier than others. Um, the dogwood trees are starting to put buds out, so it won't be long and they'll be putting their white flowers out and they'll be pretty. Um, and we have one on each end of we have a circular drive and we have a dogwood on each end. Anyway, getting back, I don't know why I got into all that. Getting back to this Don't Be Fooled video, let's get into it.
Welcome back to my channel, you guys.
Hey, Amy, how you doing? I see you're exposing your double chin today.
And if you're new, welcome too. If you haven't already done so, would you ever so kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get I need bloopers. So you get oh my god. So you get notified every time I upload and when I go live. Ooh, I got it. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday, as I am. It's about 2:30 here. Oh, it's a little bit after 2:30 actually, here on a Sunday morning, a Sunday afternoon, and it's a sunny day.
I was fixing to say, girl, it sure is bright to be 2:30 in the morning.
It's actually very pretty. It's brought the sun out, and it's brought the sun out of me too. We went out for a little bit today, me and the kiddos. It was a lot of fun, so we just are enjoying ourselves and enjoying the weather. It's supposed to start raining again. So that's that,
I love rainy days.
Oregon is bipolar. 1 minute it's raining, the next minute it's snowing. Not snowing, but, flurries tricking us. But, yeah.
Snow is extremely rare here, so if it ever snows, everybody around here gets excited. I mean, I don't personally care too much for snow because if they call for snow, everything shuts down. Everything, because we're not equipped to handle snow this far down south. And I hate it because if you need something, you can't go get it because everything's closed.
Yeah, right. Last night I got an email from this lady, and I've known her for, well, let me see here. I'm going to say 7 years. Yeah, I'm going to say fairly 7 years. And she's part of this program called MedFast. If you don't know what MedFast is, it's a program that you purchase the food from this company, and they usually come in like a package, almost like a oatmeal package.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I keep looking up out the door and the window because people are flying by like the Talladega Speedway. Again, it's every day, but I fully support our police, but y'all, they need to patrol through here and do some traffic controlling.
And all you do is just add water to it, put it in the microwave, and that's what you eat. It might have a little bit of like a noodle to it, or
I have never had this kind of stuff she's talking about, but it sounds disgusting.
I think that's really the only thing that it does have. You can make like a brownie, but it's like a thick brownie. The thought of it, I'm gonna vomit. But anyways, and you're supposed to be able to lose weight. So somebody had told me about this program and told me, oh my gosh, Amy, it's so good, yada, yada, yada. So this is the time when I weighed 498 pounds, I think. And
how much does she weigh now? Because I'm fairly new to Life by Jen, or Amy's Life Journey, I mean. I don't watch Life by Jen too much, but I'm fairly new to Amy's Life Journey. How much is her current weight? Because if she weighed almost 500 pounds, then ooh, her and Amber Lynn are knocking on the door together. You know that saying, fatty, fatty, 2x4 can't fit through the kitchen door? Ooh.
So you go into this office, you weigh, you talk to like a doctor, and then they do your measurements, and then you go sit in a class and they talk to you. Kind of a little bit like Weight Watchers, but not really like Weight Watchers. And you pay $500 a month. Yeah.
Damn, that is a scam. Girl, you should know better than that. You can cook food at home and be on a diet much cheaper. God.
You heard me. $500 a month. And that does not include your food.
Oh my God.
So, anyways,
what does that include? I mean, is that just to have your measurements taken and to go sit in a class and listen to people talk?
I started the program, and at first I lost like 20 pounds, right? And this food was the most disgusting food. It wasn't even food. It was, God, it was like a broth, I guess you would say. It was a joke. It was such a joke. And I remember telling myself, Amy, you have to stick to this. Like, this is your last call. You've got to do this. You're going to lose weight. And you couldn't eat nothing else but just straight MedFest food. And, you know, I knew that we were putting so much money into this program. So I was like, of course, I'm not going to, go off of it. I'm not going to mess up. I have to do what I'm supposed to do. Oh, my God. So, anyways, I was on it. By this point, I had been going for 2 months. And
is that $500 every month plus the food you have to purchase? Ooh.
I think I lost like a total of 25 pounds for the whole time I had been in the program itself, which for my size, that's not much, because I should have been dropping weight really quick. But it would get to the point when I would cook the food in the microwave, like legit, it would come out and I'd be like over the sink rolling because the smell. I couldn't hardly stand it. And then they have like these shakes that you could make, which was like a vanilla and a chocolate.
If it's those protein shakes, when I had weight loss surgery, but before 10 days prior, I had to go on a 10-day liquid diet, and I could have these protein shakes that you have to purchase from the doctor's office because it's guaranteed to make your liver shrink. And that's the purpose of the liquid diet, is to make your liver shrink down so the doctor doesn't nick it when he goes in. I'm trying to remember. I could have clear broth, chicken broth or whatever. Jello, sugar-free Jello. Yeah, that was horrible. And I'm not going to say I went through the whole time, the 10 days, without having a cheat meal. But after I would eat something, or when I cheated and I did eat something, I would have to run to the bathroom and puke it up because my stomach had been nothing but liquids, and I was so nauseous at eating anything. And it was horrible. It was horrible. But, after I come out of surgery and come to, and I was like, I wasn't even hungry, y'all. I could eat a McDonald's hamburger patty, just a hamburger patty from like one of the little cheeseburgers, and I was full. That was all. That was it. And weight fell off of me. But then I wound up getting Graves' disease, and I could eat anything I wanted to, and kept losing weight. But anyway, getting back to this mess that she's on.
But I think they even had strawberry, but it was like a, oh my God, it tasted like the bottom of a shoe. It was so gross. And the price that you pay for it was outrageous. Like, I want to say we paid probably close to $5,000 by the time we were completely done with this.
Okay, that pack of shake, it was a powder, and you could use unsweetened almond milk or water to mix it. Of course, I used almond milk to try to add some thickness and flavor. Um, the taste of the shakes weren't that bad. It was just going through 10 days of not being supposed to be able to eat. And I'm trying to remember. That was enough powder to last me 10 days, and that was having 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner off of the shakes. And I'm trying to remember, it wound up costing, it was like $50 or $75 or something. I didn't spend, y'all, I was lucky. I'm getting off into a subject here. When I had weight loss surgery, I was lucky because my wife works for a sister hospital where I had the surgery done, and I didn't pay the hospital a dime. I didn't pay the surgeon a dime, which I had met my copays at that point, but I didn't have to pay a dime to the doctor or the hospital. It was over $100,000, and I walked out without having to pay a dime. But that's a perk of working at a hospital, especially one that's got sister hospitals that they just write everything off once the insurance pays their part. It's good. It has its benefits, but I won't get into the rest of it. Anyway, getting on back to her, I keep getting sidetracked here. And y'all, I hate that light fixture right there. I hate it. It's got 3 lights in it. We want to replace it with a ceiling fan. That used to be the dining room, but we've turned that into the living room. I've already told y'all that before. I'm getting off into a whole different thing. Let's get back to her.
And so then one day I went to go to my meeting, and there was a note on the door saying, "Sorry, but we closed. We're meeting at such and such's house." And I'm like, okay, like, I mean, nobody could have called me or emailed me something, So I went to the house. The lady lived in like this really beautiful, like, Victorian house. And I walked in, and she was like, "Oh, hi, Amy." I was like, "Hello." And she's like, "What are you here for?" And I'm like,
Yo, I wonder if she just wears those things on video, if she really wears them all the time. Because she's constantly tugging at them. Just that would get very aggravating. I wonder if she does this on video.
"The class?" And she was like, I'm not getting it. Like, what class? And I'm like, "The class, the letter on the door said to meet you here because we're going to do the class." She's like, "No, I'm not doing the class. I'm not doing the class anymore." And I'm like, okay, what? I don't understand. The note on the door said to come here. So where's the class? And she's like, "I don't know." Okay. Well, where's my $500 that I just paid to you a couple days ago, and now you guys are not doing the class? She's like, "Well, I don't know." I said, "How do you not know anything?" And mind you, not only did I just pay the $500, I had just spent $50 on food boxes from this company. So $550 in a couple days worth of time to this company. Oh my God. So she's like, "Well, since you're here, I'm going to go ahead and weigh you really quick." So she weighs me.
If she's not doing it anymore, why is she gonna weigh her?
And at this time, I think I had lost like a pound or something like that. And I had told her, I said, "I'm really getting, I'm just getting discouraged, I think, because I'm really getting stalled out on the food. And I said, I just don't see how I'm going to be able to last on this food. She's like, no, she's like, I understand. She's like, but this is just, you're supposed to be able to do this and stick to it long enough to lose your weight. I'm like, yeah, but what are you supposed to do after you get off of this? You're not teaching anybody to eat regular food when you get off of the program. And so all in all, it ended up just being a complete scam. A complete scam.
This is completely different, but I went to Alabama One Weight Loss Center when we lived in Mobile. And I went in there, I talked to them, they weighed me, they gave me information on food to buy, they gave me a diet to go by, they guaranteed weight loss. And Molly, what you looking at? She's looking at. You can't play with that, so you need to quit looking at it. It's a big Santa Claus we bought in New York City at Macy's, and she is eyeing it like she wants to get him. And yes, we're leaving them out on display. Stuff we buy when we go to different places, we keep out. Um, some of it's Christmas stuff, and some of it's just other kinds of things. But anyway, we've got to get a curio cabinet because the curio cabinet. Whoops. This curio cabinet back here, I moved it from the front corner back there to mop the floor and sweep because I was redoing stuff. And the very top shelf, the little brackets that hold the shelf up broke. It tilted, the shelf collapsed. Everything on that shelf went down to the next glass shelf, and everything on that shelf with the stuff on the top went down to the wooden center. There's like a wooden place in there. Needless to say, I broke this thing that my brother and sister-in-law gave me for Christmas many, many years ago, and I was very upset. I broke this crystal thing that Beth and I bought when we lived in Mobile. It looked like a purse, but it was made out of crystal, and I was so upset. And I called her, and she's like, "It's okay, don't worry about it." So right now I'm using the upper part of that curio cabinet because she doesn't trust the pegs that are left to hold the shelf up. But anyway, I went to this weight loss clinic. I don't know how I got into that, and it's nothing like this. They didn't sell me the food. I went to the grocery store and bought my own food. I ate regular food, like eggs, one piece of toast. I don't drink coffee, but black coffee was on the menu. Um, I will sip coffee, but it's got to have a lot of creamer in it. Um, and they even gave me. It was basically to get the drugs, the phenamine, and I think it was phenamine. I don't remember. They had 3 or 4 different packages you could buy with different medications, and um, with that medicine curbing my appetite, and Beth and I would get out and walk every night in our subdivision we lived in. It was a quiet neighborhood, and we'd get out and walk down the different cul-de-sac streets for an hour at night, and I'm telling you, the weight started falling off. But as soon as I come off that phentermine, right back out. But anyway, getting back to her and her scam because this is interesting.
The doctor was a fake flippin' doctor. He wasn't even a doctor. I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you serious? Because I started doing a little bit of research. I'm thinking, what's going on here? So yeah, he did not have a doctor. No, nothing, nada, at all. It was all bogus. So I don't know. Like, it makes me wonder how they got the MedFest food because they would give it to us. Like when we would order it, they would give it to us. So we would order it through them. We'd give them the money. They would give us the boxes. So I don't know, if they were getting it cheaper somewhere and then they were giving it to us, or if they really were taking the money from us for the food and that's what they purchased the food for. But I got the email last night for this MadFest program again. And so I was like, that's really weird because this doesn't sound right. I know that there is a program out there that is called MedFast. And it is a legit program. It really is. But the people that were doing the MedFast program that I got connected to, it was a scam.
She's getting them all out.
I
Go ahead,
started
baby.
emailing the person back and forth about the program, asking questions, acting like I was stupid. And because they were emailing me and they didn't realize my name, so they just kept emailing me. So finally I asked the person, I said, well, can I get your name and contact information so I can import it into my phone so I can talk to my husband and then I'll get back with you. But it'd probably be easier to be able to, call you rather than emailing you, because sometimes I don't check my emails right away, which that's not true, I do. But I wanted the phone number to know who it was. I said, but, I do receive my text message and my calls pretty quickly. And she's like, oh yeah, that's fine, or it. I didn't know at this point if it was a man or a woman. So they say the name, which I'm not going to disclose the name, but they say the name and they give me the phone number, and it's the same person. I about died. I was like, they're at it again. Oh my God. It's been how many years? And the circle has come back around that these people are out here scamming people for $500 something a month, not including food, to have this miracle meal that's going to make you lose weight. And in the end, it's all a scam.
You could have went to Weight Watchers much cheaper than that.
I about crapped myself. I was like, oh, thank you. I could not. And it just, to me, it baffles me how somebody can just be that low of a person to scam people from their money, their hard-won money that they made to support their family. Or, maybe there are people out there like me that I would be willing to pay a good penny to possibly have help to lose my weight, because I'm that desperate to want to be able to better my life so that I can save my life. But you've got people out there that are abusing that and taking money from people that really don't have the money but is willing to lay it down so that you can help them. How unfair. That is so nasty. I was just, oh my God, when I realized it was them again, I was just like, it was taking everything out of me to not say something to her. I wanted to so bad be like, I know exactly who you are and you'll know exactly who I am. But I didn't. I just, kept the location quiet and took her information and called and made a report and told him what's up. And yeah. So hopefully it gets taken care of, because I really hate to see somebody else get taken advantage of. I think, anybody that scams money from somebody.
Why didn't she call this company back when this lady said she wasn't doing it no more, and said that she had taken her $550 or whatever for the month a couple days before, and then she couldn't find out this doctor wasn't real? Why didn't she call MedFast then?
Deserves to be in trouble. I don't feel that it's a fair game. If you're going to sit there and take people's money that, they are giving to you to do a service and you're not doing it, then don't make, don't commit to something if you're not going to be able to fulfill it. And these people, like I said, I paid a lot of money. Now I just sit there and I'm like, well, I hope they got what they needed with the money they were taking from me. And so, you live, you learn, and you know not to ever do it again. And I won't. I will never do any of those type of program things like that again. I won't. I can't, because I don't trust them. And I know now more than I did know then that those type of programs will never last. They'll never, ever, ever help you stay thin. They'll never teach you how to change your eating habits and to get healthy. If anything, it's just a quick fix, and that's that. It's not those type of programs anyways, like the real MedFast and things like that. They're not made for somebody like my size. I don't believe somebody my size should be doing MedFast, because someone my size really needs like legit help. Like I'm going to therapy. I'm going to a nutritionist. I'm having help with my meals. I am having the therapy to help me walk me through all my eating disorders. And I'm learning a new
Yeah, hold on just a minute. Okay. Molly wanted to come lay up here with me. I don't know if y'all can see her. She's laying. Right there. I got junk over here beside me. We are still getting rid of junk. I got a pile of books, a basket of clothing, our Dawson pet vac, which needs putting up, the junk that's going out of this house.
Foundation of eating, because I didn't have that when I was a child. But MedFast is not going to do that for me, because all you do is open up a bag of what looks like oatmeal, pour it into a bowl, add some water, throw it into the microwave, heat it up for, I think it's like 1:50 seconds, and drink that nasty crap and call it good. And it's disgusting. Like, really? I don't even think a skinny person should be doing it. But that's here or there. I don't even think an animal would probably sniff it. It's so gross. But anyways, that is my little spiel about scammers and MedFast. That was just a blow when I seen that yesterday and she said that. I was like, oh, you dirty little horsey. Made me mad. Really made me mad. So I'm just waiting for her to try and contact me again. She hasn't yet, but she'll stay on top of me because I'm bait to her. I am true bait because I kept talking to her. So because I kept talking to her, she thinks that I am gullible and that I'm going to believe her. Because again, she doesn't know who I am. So yeah, until she knows who I am, she's going to keep talking to me. And I'm just going to keep playing stupid. And she ain't going to ever meet who I am. Because she's going to get caught. Her and her partner. That's the doctor. Anyways. All right, you guys. It is almost 3 o'clock here. I need to get up and go finish cleaning up my house. And go find something to do with me and the babies. Well, I call them my babies. All 3 of them. But they're all my big old babies. All of them are. But anywho, I hope you guys have a rest of your Sunday. I don't know how to talk, I tell you. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your Sunday and enjoy the beginning of your week. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Come here, baby. Lift up. Don't. Oh, I can't get a hold of her. There's this moo. She is a snuggle buddy. Poppy loves this girl. I love my boy too, but he don't sit still. This one is a snuggle bunny. Well, we're going to end it here. She's looking at herself. We're going to end it here. That was interesting. Kind of reminded me of the way Amber Lynn bought that junk food she piled up on the counter for 2 months. Don't fall for that stuff, right, Molly? Right, Poppy. Thank you. We'll be back later, y'all. Bye. Bye.